welcome to the News Hour Agenda. I'm Madhav Das Gopalakrishnan. Viewers, the D-Day is tomorrow when we will know who is forming the next government in Maharashtra. But before that, different political parties in Maharashtra are holding hectic meetings and keeping their post-results plan ready. Times now learns that both the main alliances, Maha Vikas Aghadi and Mahayuti, are keeping their plans ready to safeguard their flock of MLAs in case it turns out to be a close battle. All options from booking hotels, moving MLAs to safe states and keeping chopper facilities ready are being mulled. Sources say that Congress is mulling shifting all its MLAs to a hotel. In the high-level meeting of the Congress State Unit chaired by the parties in charge for Maharashtra, Ramesh Chennitala, discussions are learned to have taken place on herding all Congress MLAs to a hotel as well. In fact, responsibilities have been divided. Times now learns that Vijay Wadetiwar has been asked to look after Vidarbha MLAs. Balasaheb Thorat will look after Western Maharashtra and Satej Patil Kolhapur Sangli region. BJP has taken a dig at the Maha Vikas Aghadi's bid to protect their MLAs, saying that this shows that they don't trust their own MLAs and are therefore planning to herd them into hotels after results.
In the past, if you look at Congress MLA stood as a rock. No Congress MLA has gone from the party. So we don't need to put them anywhere. We had not decided anything out of that.
Not we take protection. So they are offensive, we have to protect ourselves. This is a protection line, not like that what they do it. Should we sit idle? Why should we sit idle and let go the things in their favor?
160-165 तक हम विधायक हमारे सुनकर आएंगे, उनके ऊपर प्रेशर रहेगा इन लोगों का, खोखे वालों का, तो सबकी रहने की व्यवस्था एक होटल में एक जगह पर करने की योजना हम बना रहे हैं।
संजय राउत कहते हैं कि हम अपने विधायकों को एक होटल में जमा कर देंगे। अरे भाई, आपके विधायक है, भेड़ बकरी है, आपको अपने विधायकों पर भरोसा नहीं है? अभी तो वो चुनकर आए भी नहीं है, उससे पहले ही बता रहे हैं कि ये बिकाऊ है, टिकाऊ नहीं है।
There's also a raging fight over Chief Minister's post in both the alliances even before the counting of votes. Congress leader Vijay Wadetiwar has declared that Maha Vikas Aghadi will announce its CM face 48 hours after the poll results. But Sanjay Raut of Uddhav Sena has asserted that there is no formula that has been decided for picking the Chief Minister. And in an apparent message to Aghadi partners, Raut went on to add that having more seats is not the criteria for staking the Chief Minister's post claim.
48 तास रहते थे, 48 रिजल्ट के बाद तो 12 घंटे के अंदर में सीएम का फेस महा विकास आघाड़ी का होगा।
मुख्यमंत्री के चेहरे को लेकर कहीं कोई चर्चा हो रही है सर? जो आप लोगों ने कल बैठक की उसमें कहीं कोई चर्चा हुई चेहरे को लेकर? क्योंकि कांग्रेस की तरफ से सबसे ज्यादा सीटें उनकी हैं और जीत का दावा किया जा रहा है, सबसे ज्यादा नंबर उनके आएंगे। और जो फॉर्मूला आप लोगों की तरफ से किया गया था कि जिसकी जितनी ज्यादा,
ऐसा कोई फॉर्मूला अब तक बना नहीं था और ना बनेगा। सब मिलकर नेता चुनेंगे, मुख्यमंत्री पद का नेता चुनेंगे, सब मिलकर बैठेंगे। कोई फार्मूले के बारे में अब तक चर्चा नहीं हुई है।
In the Mahayuti, all three parties are projecting the name of their own leaders as the next chief minister. Posters sprung up in Baramati addressing NCP chief Ajit Pawar as the next CM. Several BJP leaders in the state have expressed their desire to see Fadnavis on the CM seat. And similarly, there are leaders in the Shiv Sena who are batting for Eknath Shinde to continue on the CM's chair.
अजीत दादा, ये जो है देखिए कभी भी दादा जब बात करते तो दादा जो काम किया है, जो काम करने वाले हैं उसके बारे में बात करते, तो उसकी वजह से सब कार्यकर्ता है, राष्ट्रवादी के नेता है, युवा वर्ग है, उनको दादा का ये जो प्रतिमा है वो भाती है। उसके लिए दादा हमारे लिए सब कुछ है। हमें लगता है कि दादा अगले इस बार मुख्यमंत्री बने, उसके लिए शुभेच्छा के तौर पे हमने ये बैनर लगाए।
दल चाहता है कि अपना नेता मुख्यमंत्री बने, हम भी चाहते हैं हमारे नेता मुख्यमंत्री बने, शिवसेना भी चाहती है उनके नेता मुख्यमंत्री बने, राष्ट्रवादी कांग्रेस पार्टी भी चाहती है उनके नेता मुख्यमंत्री बने। लेकिन ये हमारी निजी इच्छा हो सकती है, लेकिन ये चुनाव हम युति के माध्यम से लड़ रहे हैं और युति धर्म का पालन सभी करेंगे, इसका हमें विश्वास है। और आने वाले समय में युति के सभी नेता एक साथ मिलकर रिझल्ट देखने के बाद उचित निर्णय लेंगे।
सर्व पाहिला तर मुख्यमंत्र्यांच्या नावाला, शिंदे साहेबांच्या नावाला सर्वात जास्त पसंती देण्यात आलेली आहे, म्हणून आमच्या पक्षाची भूमिका लेवलला कुणी जाणार नाही। मला वाटतं सामंजस्याने आणि एक आत्मविश्वासाने ह्या सर्व निर्णय घेतले जातील आणि त्यात मुख्यमंत्री एकनाथ शिंदे साहेब असावेत हा जो आमचा आग्रह आहे त्याला कदाचित मान्यता सुद्धा मिळेल.
You're watching the News Hour at 10, debate number 1 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
Let's take this across to our guest now. Joining us here in the studio is Pradeep Bhandari, national spokesperson of the BJP. JVC Sriram is a political commentator. Joining us. With us also is Lokesh Jindal, political analyst. Dr. Anand Raghunathan, author, joins us. Also with us is Anand Dubey, spokesperson of the Shiv Sena UBT. Sakshna Salgar is spokesperson and youth state Yuvati president of the NCP SP. Let me start with you first and foremost. Lokesh Jindal, what's going on? Choppers, hotels, resorts, chartered planes, it's all being booked. The state has been divided amongst 3 top leaders. There are even 3 general secretaries or 3 leaders of the AICC who've been appointed as observers in Maharashtra. The Congress certainly doesn't want to take any chances.
Yes, certainly. What was done by the BJP was highly unethical, and there are some preventive measures taken this time. We are careful because 2024 is not going to be like 2019 at all. This particular election, we are not going to see an ideological confrontation. What we are going to see is an election at a grassroots level. The leaders, they would be playing an important role in seeking the mandate of the masses. They would be reaching out to the people, and these leaders are going to be the decisive factor as to who will be forming the government. And BJP has been infamous in its Operation Lotus, so these are only some preventive measures taken. And secondly, BJP is not very confident now. In fact, this very attempt of the Congress shows that the BJP has already started attempts so as to poach the MLAs.
But who is not confident? You're saying that you are protecting your MLAs and BJP is not confident. Isn't that a contradiction?
No, because BJP has already started reaching out to MLAs. That is one of the reasons why these steps are necessary to be taken.
So Congress and other opposition parties have never reached out or tried to poach MLAs?
Because, you know, ED, IT, all forms of instruments that are at their disposal, they are enough to intimidate.
Okay, I see Dr. Anand Raghunathan's hand going up, but I want Pradeep to respond to that. You're using the agencies, and the agencies will be misused, he says, to try and influence MLAs, and that's why they are being careful. Please respond to it.
Let me assure you, I've seen your poll also, the JVC Times poll and other polls, and I have also my here on the ground. Mayukti will cross 150 seats under the leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi. We are extremely calm and composed. My friend Lokesh is extremely jittery. This is why he's trying to keep his MLAs in a resort. Let me tell you, we're not contacting any MLAs, but a lot of people from the other side, knowing that we are on the winning side, knowing that they made a mistake by going to Uddhav Sena, want to come back to this alliance, this grand alliance. So officially Mayukti might be 150 plus, but you might see many people from Uddhav Sena trying to join us and lead the Maharashtra into a developed Maharashtra. So yes, there is a possibility that a lot of individuals from their side can come to us. We are not contacting them. They're tired of the Congress party. And I'll tell you why we are extremely confident in the next 20 seconds. I've got the differential voting percentage of women and men, and this is by the Election Commission, and it's a very, very interesting data point. For the first time in Maharashtra, Madhav, in the last 5 successive elections, the difference between female voting percentage and men voting percentage is less than 2%. In 2019, it was 3.15. In 2014, it was 5.74. And 1962, it was 11.12, which means that there is a huge surge of women vote. And we are extremely confident that this surge is because of Ladki Behna and Honorable Prime Minister's welfare initiative. Wait for some time. By the time we are doing this debate tomorrow, you will have a comfortable Mayukti.
Well, interesting statistic there, but I want to come back to the topic of discussion and put that across to Anand Dubey, spokesperson of the Shiv Sena UBT. Anand Dubey, if either side is confident of actually, winning the election, would they be making these elaborate preparations? इतनी व्यवस्था करने की जरूरत है, क्योंकि शायद ही कभी सुना हो कि चुनाव के 1-2 दिन पहले से ये सारी इंतजामात किए गए हैं ताकि किसी भी तरह का इंसिडेंट ना हो, रिजॉर्ट में एमएलएस को सीधा ले जाया जाए. ये प्रिपरेशन की जा रही है इस इलैबोरेट स्केल पे.
माधव जी नमस्ते. चलिए कम से कम हम आपको थैंक यू करते हैं, साधुवाद करते हैं कि आपने ये माना कि इतनी तैयारियां वहीं होती है जहां कुछ होना होता है. जहां कुछ होना नहीं होता वहां कोई तैयारी नहीं होती. अरे भाई, विधायक हमारे एकत्रित हो रहे हैं, रिसोर्ट का किराया हम लोग भरने वाले हैं। तो मतलब शादी हो रही हमारे यहाँ और अब्दुल्ला दीवाना कहीं और नाच रहा है। तो बेगानी की शादी में अब्दुल्ला दीवाना की कोई आवश्यकता नहीं होती है। हमने इतिहास से सबक लिया है। हमने चाहा है कि महाराष्ट्र एक बहुत बड़ा राज्य है, बहुत जगह जगह से विधायक चुन के आएंगे। अगर एक साथ रहे, एक साथ डायलॉग हो, गवर्नर के पास जाकर हम मांग करें कि सरकार बनाने की पहल हम करें, तो सब विधायकों को समझाया जाए, सबसे डायलॉग किया जाए, इसमें बुराई क्या है? हम तो आश्चर्यचकित अगर इस पर कोई सवाल उठाए कि भाई चौपर तैयार है, विधायकों को रिसोर्ट में रखा जा रहा है, ये रस्साकसी क्यों? तो रस्साकसी इसलिए क्योंकि समय नहीं बचा है। नतीजे शाम तक आ जाएंगे 5 बजे तक। उसके बाद सबको कन्विंस करना है, सबको कम्युनिकेशन करना है, सबको एक साथ जाकर बात करनी है। तो इकट्ठे तो रहना पड़ेगा ना, नहीं तो दूर दूर सबसे संवाद नहीं हो पाएगा। और हम सरकार बनाने वाले, इसके लिए तो ये प्लानिंग है, योजना है। उनके पास क्या योजना है? जो नेता प्रतिपक्ष बनने वाला है, जिसके पास सरकार का बहुमत नहीं आने वाला, वो तो हवा में उड़ रहा है। वो तो आंकड़ों को देखकर, सर्वे को देखकर 4 दिन की चांदनी।
I for the first time, he's a very good friend of mine, I for the first time heard कि रिजॉर्ट में बैठ के लोगों को एकजुट किया जाता है। मतलब इनको इनके पार्टी भवन में भी विश्वास नहीं है कि लोगों को साथ में ला सकते हैं। अगर सच में ये कॉन्फिडेंट होते तो शिवसेना, उद्धव सेना भवन के अंदर अपने लोगों को बुला लेते, कांग्रेस के पार्टी ऑफिस में बुला लेते। पर स्थिति सोचिए, महाराष्ट्र की बॉर्डर भी इनको सेफ नहीं दिख रही। ये अपने विधायकों के मोबाइल बंद कर चुके हैं क्योंकि इनको पता है उनको ट्रस्ट उद्धव ठाकरे जी पे नहीं है, उनको ट्रस्ट जो है वो लीडरशिप प्राइम मिनिस्टर नरेंद्र मोदी के उसमें। तो आनंद जी इंतजार करिए, होता है कभी कभी। अभी तक तो आप हरियाणा में भी एलओपी नहीं घोषित कर पाए।
आनंद जी
दीप जी, माधव जी 10 सेकंड। नो, हमने किसी की मोबाइल स्विच ऑफ नहीं किए हैं। और हम कार्यालय में, ऑफिस में इसलिए नहीं रख रहे कि वहां रात को सोने की व्यवस्था नहीं है, वहां पे स्नान का पूरा व्यवस्था नहीं है। दैट्स व्हाई वी आर गोइंग टू रिसोर्ट। बट इनके पेट में पीड़ा क्यों है? हम ये नहीं समझ पा रहे हैं कि किराया रिसोर्ट की बनी है और सरकार हम बनाने वाले हैं।
आनंद जी, ये तो मतलब ये पहली बार ये लॉजिक सुन रहा हूं कि पार्टी कार्यालय में
ये डर होगा,
पार्टी कार्यालय में सोने की जगह नहीं है, इसलिए हम वहां पे नहीं रख सकते लोगों को। This is a brand new logic. I mean, of course, governments have been formed in the past, but nevertheless, Dr. Ranganathan, the larger question I think that Mr. Anand Dubey has asked is that what's wrong with resort politics? We are just making arrangements. What are the arrangements that others have made? And why should you comment on what we have done and how we are managing things? Please respond to Mr. Dubey.
Good evening, Madhav, and good evening to my fellow panelists. A couple of points out here. One on my good friend Anand Dubey ji and the other on Lokesh Jindal, equally my good friend. देखिए, मैंने कल ही डिक्लेयर कर दिया था पब्लिकली कि आनंद दुबे जी मेरे दोस्त हुआ करते थे। He promised modaks to me and then he reneged on his idea on Ganesh Chaturthi. He also promised इनका जो 3 रिसोर्ट हैं मुंबई के आसपास, इन्होंने कहा आप फ्री आइए, मैं आपको ठहराऊंगा, 1 हफ्ते तक ठहराऊंगा, बोर्डिंग लॉजिंग एवरीथिंग ऑन मी। मैं वहां गया, कहने लगे रिसोर्ट बुक्ड हैं, अब नहीं आप आ सकते, अगर आना है तो आप महाराष्ट्र इलेक्शन के रिजल्ट के बाद आइएगा। ये इनकी असलियत है आनंद दुबे जी की। लेकिन मैं इनसे कहना चाहता हूं,
डॉक्टर नाथ ऐसे कहेंगे तो आपको कुछ चीजें आई थिंक चार्टर्ड प्लेन से भिजवा देंगे बहुत जल्दी।
नहीं, कौन सा चार्टर्ड प्लेन लेंगे, किस बिजनेसमैन का, ये मैं नहीं जानना चाहता। लेकिन माधव, इन्होंने कहा ऑन अ लाइटर नोट, इन्होंने कहा देखिए बेगानी शादी में अब्दुल्ला दीवाना। अब्दुल्ला से कुछ याद आया, ये संजय राउत ही हैं जिन्होंने कहा था अब्दुल्ला आई मुस्लिम शुड बी बार्ड फ्रॉम वोटिंग। अब आनंद जी इसके बारे में क्या कहेंगे वो मैं नहीं जानना चाहता, लेकिन मैं वेरी क्विकली 30 सेकेंड्स मैं लोकेश पे आना चाहता हूं। देखिए, आई नो लोकेश फॉर एटलीस्ट 5 years. I cannot find a more upright, morally, ethically person than Lokesh. He comes from a nationalistic family. I want to ask him, is it not patronizing? Let's imagine Lokesh was an MLA or someone who had fought an election. Is it not patronizing that his party would think that someone morally upright like Lokesh can be swayed by some empty promises of BJP and he has to be locked in a resort? Number one, would he himself be like to be locked in a resort? And number two, I want to ask him, when he talks of unethical behavior, straight up, because I know Lokesh is not going to join politics, honest people never do, so he will remain standing upright. Lokesh, straight question to you.
Okay.
When in 2019, the Shiv Sena, the NCP and the Congress fought at loggerheads, asked for votes because they said each other party was corrupt. And then after polls they joined together to form the government. Yes or no? Was that ethical?
See, first and the foremost, It's absolutely absurd that the mobile phones are switched off. It's nothing like that. And why the MLAs, they come together and they have meetings? It's almost a routine process. Almost all of them, they have multiple meetings throughout the year, throughout the election season, and even when there is no elections at all. So I don't think there is anything to worry about. And secondly, when we talk about this scenario, when there is a result counting and all, already preparations are made, there are meetings being held, and work is being allotted to every karyakarta with respect to the counting of votes and all. So it is a routine process, and I do not think that there is any reason to make such a form of an allegation.
Okay. There is no reason to make such an allegation. All right, JVC wants to comment on that. JVC.
See, I don't want to get into all these things. I just want to tell you what has happened in the last couple of days between SSUBT spokespersons and Congress supporters. In our debates in the studio room only. And this is what is going to happen tomorrow in a bigger way. Now, SSUBT spokesperson was asked, why did you not reprimand Rahul Gandhi for insulting Veer Savarkar? Immediately he said, no, our leaders have reprimanded Rahul Gandhi. Immediately a Congress supporter jumped into the studio. How can you even think of reprimanding Rahul Gandhi? What is this? Your chief minister could not protect your own MLAs. Your home minister could not protect your own MLAs, and they all ran away. And you are doing Facebook resignation. Now, tomorrow, there is going to be no resort politics. Tomorrow, there is no need for any buses to transport MLAs from here and there. The exit poll clearly says that Maga UT will definitely cross 150 seats. So what we will be seeing after 1 p.m. tomorrow afternoon is this tamasha happening between SSUBT and Congress people.
No.
That is what is because you understand. I hold on to the same thing as what I told them in my exit poll. Congress was actually positioned to perform very well in this election. It was the SSUBT which snatched away a lot of seats from the Congress party in Vidarbha region.
Okay.
As a result of which, the SSUBT is going to ensure that the entire Makka Vikas Aghadi is nowhere near government formation.
Okay, Anand, let me bring in.
Seats.
No, but the fact is that you have an 85 or 86
there
formula.
Are hardly 2 or 3. If you are talking about the Ramtek seat. Over there, no, listen.
My dear friend, I will ask you one simple question. I will ask you one simple question. I'll ask you one simple question. In Ingoli Assembly constituency, in 2014, when all the parties contested separately, how many votes did Shiv Sena get? Undivided Shiv Sena got less than 6,000 votes.
When we are talking about 2024.
Yes, okay. Less than 6,000 votes.
When we are talking about 2024.
Already Congress used to contest in 2 seats and NCP SP used to contest in 1 seat.
In the Vidarbha region,
in Ingoli, you have sacrificed both the seats for SSUBT.
I'll correct you.
Why?
I'll correct you factually.
There is no correction here.
Correct you factually. In this present season, if you look at out of 62 seats that are there in the Vidarbha region, Congress has got the seats where it deserved. So your allegation, your allegation.
You don't deserve Ramtek.
Except for Ramtek, tell me any other.
Okay, Lokesh, simple question. Should the Congress not have contested as many seats, or at least the percentage of its success in the Lok Sabha election?
Madhav.
See, this entire election, again I'll repeat, that it was not based upon ideology. If you're talking about both the alliances, for example, the differences between BJP and NCP are as much as differences between Congress as well as its allies. So both the alliances are having differences as well as some form of cooperation.
Let me get in the Sena UBT first before I go across. You can put that question across to BJP, no problem. But Anand Dubey ji, ये जो सावरकर पे differences हैं, कहीं न कहीं campaign strategy पे differences है, कहीं न कहीं कितने seats थे, बड़े मुश्किल से उस पर डिसीजन लिया गया और कहीं ना कहीं कांग्रेस को कॉम्प्रोमाइज करना पड़ा. इतने सारे कॉम्प्रोमाइजेस के बाद कैसे आगे बढ़ेगी अलायंस, ये सवाल उठ रहा है.
माधव जी, पहली बात तो 30 वर्ष हमने कांग्रेस के खिलाफ एक प्रकार से विचारधारा लेकर काम किया है. बहुत जगह पे हम उनके आमने सामने की लड़ाई लड़ते आए हैं. तो बहुत सारे विषय पे हमारे वैचारिक मतभेद थे. वीर सावरकर जी पर बार बार जब राहुल गांधी जी आपत्तिजनक बयान देते थे और जब वो भारत जोड़ो यात्रा के लिए महाराष्ट्र की धरती पर आए थे तो एकमात्र नेता उद्धव ठाकरे जी ने खड़े होकर कहा कि राहुल जी, हम वीर सावरकर जी को अपना दैवत मानते हैं, हम अपना हीरो मानते हैं, आप उनके खिलाफ बयान मत दीजिए. राहुल गांधी जी ने बड़े हृदय से कहा ठीक है. उसके बाद एक सिंगल बयान राहुल गांधी जी का नहीं है. मैं इनसे पूछना चाहता हूं कि वीर सावरकर जी को अगर सही में अपना हीरो मानते हैं तो आज तक 10 साल से पूर्ण बहुमत की सरकार है, भारत रत्न क्यों नहीं दिया उनको? ये तो शिवसेना की डिमांड रही है, हिंदू हृदय सम्राट बाला साहब ठाकरे जी की डिमांड रही है, हमारे सांसदों की डिमांड रही है, लेकिन वो उस पर कुछ नहीं बोलेंगे। और अगर रिसोर्ट पॉलिटिक्स में हम सबको इकट्ठा लेके चल रहे हैं कि हम आगे की रणनीति बनाएंगे, सब साथ रहेंगे, तो ये कह रहे हैं ये तमाशा है। अरे तमाशा 10 साल से देश देख रहा है। आप ऑपरेशन लोटस करते हैं, रिसोर्ट पॉलिटिक्स करते हैं, जहां सरकार आती वहां तो बनाते हैं और जहां नहीं आती है वहां षड्यंत्र के साथ बनाते हैं। आपने मणिपुर से लेकर गोवा से लेकर कर्नाटक, महाराष्ट्र, और आप हमें नैतिकता का पाठ पढ़ा।
Anand ji, important point you have made. Pradeep Bhandari respond to that. He says it's not like BJP is, doodh ki dhuli. You have also done resort politics in the past. You've seen Operation Lotus in several other states of this country. So why are you pointing fingers at us? And what have you done for Savarkar? He is asking why you could not give a highest honor such as Bharat Ratna to him in your time, in your tenure at the center. Please respond to these two questions.
The Uddhav Sena has no rights to talk about ethics and morals. इन्होंने प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के नाम पे वोट मांगा था 2019 के अंदर. It is the reality. It was a pre-poll alliance, and it is these people who went in the lap of political lap of Mrs. Sonia Gandhi, and they completely surrendered the ideology of of Hindu Hriday Samrat Bala Saheb Thackeray ji. Can Sonia Gandhi tell Bala Saheb Thackeray ji as Hindu Hriday Samrat? No. Tell me a single tweet. Can Rahul Gandhi tell Bala Saheb Thackeray as Hindu Hriday Samrat? No. Tell me a single tweet. वीर सावरकर को भारत रत्न देने का पुण्य काम भी आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी के नाम पे ही आएगा. टेंशन मत लीजिए आनंद दुबे जी, जैसे कि पास के पुण्य काम आए. And also another point on this part on Lokesh. Agar Congress party, had the Congress party contested on more seats, Madhav, we would have done a landslide sweep, because whenever the Congress and the Bharatiya Janata Party has gone head to head, our strike rate in Lok Sabha election is more than 80%. In the assembly election, more than 65%. And mind you, in the 75 seats where we and the Congress party are going head to head, our strike rate will be more than 60%. So had the Uddhav Sena given Congress party more seats, we would have crossed 200 even in this election.
All right. Anand Dubey, respond to that.
माधव जी 10 सेकेंड्स 2019 के विधानसभा चुनाव में आदरणीय हिंदू हृदय सम्राट बाला साहब ठाकरे जी का फोटो लगाकर, नाम लगाकर इन्होंने वोट मांगा, और जब सरकार बनने का समय आया तो देवेंद्र फडणवीस जी ने अजीत दादा पवार के साथ मिलकर 24 घंटे की अनैतिक सरकार बना दी. जब इन्होंने हमारे
पहले गए थे,
उसके बाद पहले नहीं बनाई, पहले आपने बनाई.
अभी भी हिंदू हृदय सम्राट बाला साहब ठाकरे जी का चेहरा दिखा लगाते हैं. क्या राहुल गांधी लगा सकते हैं? क्या राहुल गांधी लगा सकते हैं? 24 घंटे
भी वो सरकार नहीं चली.
राहुल गांधी का लगा सकते हैं, नॉट इवन वन.
सरकार नहीं.
You went into the political
जब आपने हमारे लिए कोई रास्ता नहीं छोड़ा, जब आपने हमारे विश्वास पर विश्वासघात किया, तब हमने ये कदम उठाया.
तो it's on the BJP.
तो इनका मतलब ये हो गया. What was विश्वासघात? Only Uddhav Thackeray's lust to be the chief minister was not विश्वासघात. Her real विश्वासघात was they surrendering the legacy of honorable Hindu Hriday Samrat Bala Saheb Thackeray, who fought an entire life against the Congress party.
Let me come in here. Okay, let me come in here.
The arrangement was half tenure. Wait. That arrangement should have been there.
Who announced it? Who announced it? One second.
On what basis did you form an alliance with
2014? Why did you announce
2019? No.
Lokesh Jindal. 2014, when you had no
moral right.
Why did they not ask
to question?
Why did they not ask?
To question because
you should have
the oath that was taken in 2019 was taken with the support of NCP.
Okay, let me bring in Sakshna. One second. There's the only lady on the panel. She has not yet spoken. Please allow me to go to Sakshna Salgar, spokesperson and Youth State Yuvati president of the NCP-SP. Sakshna Salgar, what we are seeing is, of course, huge ideological divides. The UBT and the Congress are not on the same page. Now, when it comes to the NCP-SP, what is your strategy going to be? Many are seeing Mr. Sharad Pawar and the position taken by Ajit Pawar that perhaps the uncle and nephew may come together post-election. Is that a possibility now?
Actually, I want to tell the whole nation, MEA, Mahavikas Aghadi, is going to form the government on 24th. Or for that reason, we are, calling the candidates in Mumbai, because we only having 48 hours in our hand. Because for the government formation, we are having 48 hours, 2 days only. That's why, that is the reason. और दूसरी मजे की बात ये है, मैं बीजेपी के पैनलिस्ट जी को बताना चाहूंगी कि we are not going to Guwahati. There is no need to go Guwahati. We are living in the Mumbai और हमें पूरा विश्वास है कि कि मुंबई में रहकर हम अपनी गवर्नमेंट बना सकते हैं। हमें गुवाहाटी जाने की, उधर जाने की या मणिपुर जाने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है। शायद देवेंद्र जी को और शिंदे जी को, मिंदे जी को पड़ सकती है, और उनके ऑनरेबल प्राइम मिनिस्टर जो माहिर है सरकार तोड़ने में, बनाने में, और बीजेपी, उनके लिए मैं बताना चाहूंगी 24th of November, MVA going to make a government with a high majority, thumping majority.
साक्षना जी, सीएम कौन बनेगा? अगर आप चुनकर आते हैं, आपका सीएम कौन बनेगा? Who will be your CM face, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Who will be the chief minister if you win the election?
We are winning the elections. We are having 168 seats for sure.
Wonderful. If that happens, who is your CM is the question I'm asking you.
Sir, I'm not hearing you properly. Can you please repeat the
मुख्यमंत्री कौन बनेगा महाराष्ट्र में? Who will be मुख्यमंत्री? Is it Uddhav Thackeray? Will it be Nana Patole? Will it be somebody from your party? Who will be the next chief minister?
महाविकास आघाड़ी का सीएम पवार साहब, उद्धव जी, राहुल जी बताएंगे, और मुझे पूरा यकीन है, उस पे कोई शक नहीं होगा। वो मुख्यमंत्री जो
Of course, let me put that question across. Dr. Anand Raghunathan, there's no doubt about it. Dr. Anand Raghunathan, even within the Mahayuti, all the three parties' leaders are now tom-tomming and cheerleading for their leader to be made the chief minister. It is not like one side is any different from the other when it comes to the issue of who will lead the alliance.
No, absolutely, Madhav. But before that, I have a grouse with all my wonderful co-panelists and you. मेरे सिंपल क्वेश्चन कोई येस एंड नो में आंसर नहीं करता माधव। आई एम बेगिंग फॉर अ सिंपल, मतलब इट्स लाइक अ सिंपल क्वेश्चन। मैं अपने जिगरी, मेरे दोस्त नहीं रहे अब ये, लेकिन ये मेरे भाई हैं आनंद दुबे जी से, मैं इनसे एक सवाल पूछना चाहता हूं थ्रू यू। आनंद जी, आप मुझे, हाँ देखिए हंस भी रहे हैं, थैंक यू। आप मुझे ये बता दीजिए, शिवसेना उदय फैक्शन हैज फॉट टूथ एंड नेल दीज इलेक्शंस अगेंस्ट द बीजेपी। विल इट बी मॉरली एंड एथिकली रॉन्ग if after elections the Uddhav Thackeray faction of Shiv Sena joins hands with the BJP? Will it be ethically wrong? Yes or no?
Anand Dubey.
आनंद जी 2019 की बात आप कर रहे हैं?
नहीं, 2024 की बात कर रहा हूं, अभी की बात कर रहा हूं। Will it be morally and ethically wrong if your party 2024 if your party joins hands with the BJP tomorrow or after that, will it be ethically and morally wrong?
कमाल करते, जो चीज असंभव है उस पर बात करने हम थोड़ी बैठे हैं।
Will it be morally ethically wrong? आनंद जी बता दीजिए।
हाँ या ना में जवाब दीजिए।
मैं कह रहा हूं, जब महाविकास आघाड़ी के नेतृत्व की सरकार आ रही है तो मोरली नहीं, तो मोरली जाना न जाना ये कौन सी बात हो गई? ये तो वही बात हो गई कि मुंगेरी लाल के हसीन सपने कि मैं एक घोड़े पर बैठूंगा, जो घोड़ा उड़ेगा और उड़ते उड़ते चांद सितारों में पहुंच जाऊंगा। ये तो ऐसे ही सवाल हुए।
हाँ, डॉक्टर रंगनाथन वांट्स टू
जब हमारे साथ 19 में चुनाव लड़े और देवेंद्र जी अजीत दादा पवार के साथ चले गए, आपको मोरली इथिक्स रॉन्ग लग रहा है कि सही लग रहा है? प्लीज टेल मी, सिंगल क्वेश्चन। हमारे साथ लड़के, वाई देवेंद्र जी गॉन टू अजीत दादा पवार विथ अजीत दादा पवार? वाई?
बिकॉज ऑफ दिस टोटली मॉरली रॉन्ग। अब आप बता दीजिए, अब आप आंसर करिए।
Okay, Pradeep wants to respond to that. Pradeep,
because of exactly this,
वो टोटली because रॉन्ग था तो आफ्टर पोल,
one second, one by one, yeah.
ये भी रॉन्ग ही होगा।
Anand ji, I'll tell you why. Because of this picture, because the son of Hindu Hriday Samrat Bala Saheb Thackeray, Uddhav Thackeray surrendered Hindutva, bending forward in front of Sonia Gandhi's son, secular Sonia Gandhi's son, who abused Hindus, did not let the Ram Mandir become. That is exactly Rahul Gandhi. And I will answer another question. Lokesh, relax. Lokesh, relax.
Which photograph?
What is the photograph?
No, it is a picture of Sonia Gandhi. It is a picture of Uddhav Thackeray and Rahul Gandhi.
2022 it is.
हाँ, so why exactly because of this?
की बात
भैया बता रहा हूँ, यही 2019 में प्राइवेट डोर में हुआ, जो 2022 में हुआ।
2022 का पिक्चर आप 2019 से नहीं दिखा रहे हो।
बता रहा हूँ, जब हिंदू
This happened much later, sir.
One by one.
आपके क्रोनोलॉजी को समझिए।
मैं समझा रहा हूँ। समझिए, जब हिंदू हृदय सम्राट बाला साहेब ठाकरे जी के जो बेटे हैं जब वो हिंदुत्व को छोड़ते हैं और सोनिया गांधी की पॉलिटिकल लैब में जाते हैं, तब कोई एथिक्स मॉरल नहीं रहते, वो कौरव हो जाते हैं और कौरवों को हराने के लिए पांडव नौ में भी जो करना था साम दंड भेद किया जाएगा. एंड वन मोर पॉइंट, लुक एट द सेल्फ कॉन्ट्रडिक्शन. Just 10 seconds. The self contradiction, Madhav. On one hand, Uddhav Sena says that they have complete focus and support on Nana Patole. Nana Patole does not have any focus and support and confidence on Uddhav Thackeray. That is why Nana Patole is giving a public statement that he is in touch with Eknath Shinde.
Do you know, in the entire election, when you raise slogan of कटेंगे एक है तो सेफ है, पंकजा मुंडे and all NCP leaders, they came out criticizing it. They came out criticizing it. They came out criticizing it. Your own slogans were not supported by your alliance partners.
Fake news.
No, listen. You better get your facts corrected. Get your facts corrected. Please do not argue.
Also didn't agree. Please
get your facts correct before debating.
Let him make
So what has happened is your own ideas, your own slogans, your own ideology was unacceptable to your partners. Didn't you increase the outlay to the Waqf properties? At one point of time, you were coming out with the Waqf law, and along with that, you were having the alliance. Wait a minute.
Don't ask me 2 questions. Allow me to respond to that.
Allow me to complete. During the time period of the alliance, you were increasing the total outlays to the Muslims. So you are reaching out to the Muslims. Your slogans were being countered by your own partner.
Your own party and your alliance. Even Mr. Ajit Pawar is not on the same page. Mr. Ajit Pawar is not on the same page.
10 seconds. Devendra Fadnavis gave the interview to Times Now, and he said that Pankaja Munde was asked the question on development, and she said that we get vote on development, and she did not say that we are completely against cutting it to batenge. On Ajit Pawar, we have to stand that because he has a quote-unquote secular package, this is why
Saksha Salgar, you are wrong. Let me correct you. Saksha wants to counter Pradeep. Saksha.
को बोला था कि मैं बिल्कुल भी सहमत नहीं हूँ कटेंगे या बटेंगे में, मैं बिलीव नहीं करती हूँ क्योंकि मेरी ये विचारधारा नहीं है, मेरे पिताजी की ये विचारधारा नहीं है. ये पंकजा मुंडे जी ने मराठी चैनल्स पर अपना इंटरव्यू दिया था और प्रिंट मीडिया में भी आया था. ये जो आप में जो सारे हैं बीजेपी वाला जो लाइन है वो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के खिलाफ है. क्यों कटेंगे या बटेंगे सिर्फ मुस्लिम वोटर्स और हिंदू वोटर्स के बीच एक दरार बनाने के लिए है. ये बीजेपी को शोभा देता है.
There's no doubt. There has been many polarizing statements made. No doubt about that, Saksha. But I want to, before we wrap up, JVC, there are a lot of moving parts in both the alliances. What is your bet on what will happen? The positioning of Ajit Pawar, has he kept the door open for negotiations on the other side? Has he kept the door open for negotiations on his own side? What's going on?
I think, I think politics is a part of possibilities. So as a result of which, you can expect the unexpected as far as Maharashtra is concerned. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm looking at it from the numbers as far as exit poll is concerned. It is if NDA gets to 167. Assuming that you have few rebels also winning, and also you have BBA who has announced that whoever is going to form the government, we are going to support them. BVA will win 2 or 3 seats. They would also be comfortably here. So once BJP, Shiv Sena and NCP crosses 160, then this possibility of Ajit Pawar keeping his window open doesn't come into picture at all.
Okay. We'll have to leave it there. JVC Sriram, I'd like to thank Dr. Anand Ranganathan as well as Lokesh Jindal and Anand Dubey, Saksha Salgar. Thank you so much for joining us. In fact, Pradeep Bhandari and Dr. Anand Ranganathan stay with us for debate number 2.